Hi guys, we are doing another pick a card reading today. So, what is the tea on you guys? Unfortunately, a lot of us cannot escape people's gossip or what is just being said about us. So, as I was making myself some tea, I thought, this is a good topic to do. So, here we are. We got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Timestamps will be listed down below in the description box. If you guys need a minute longer, go right ahead and pause the video. All right, for those of you guys that chose this pumpkin spice, this is going to be your guys' reading. So I'm just going to shuffle a few cards just to kind of see what exactly the tea is on you. So give me just 1 minute. All right, pile number 1. Before we begin, I just want to say don't shoot the messenger. Whatever comes up is just it could pertain to you. Some of this stuff may not, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Obviously, people are going to say negative and positive things about you. So just keep that in mind, okay? I feel like I should just do that more in most readings. Anyway, pile number 1. What is the tea on you? What's the gossip on you? So already, there is something that has happened in your guys' life that people are gossiping about. There's something about an argument, or there is something about you disagreeing. It's like you had to kind of stand up for yourself. And this could have led people to discussing your business. They feel like you haven't moved on from it. So a lot of people might say that you're petty, or that you are like you just don't forgive very easily, or that this still bugs you. Some people are saying that you're not talking about how your life is up in the air. Some people are gossiping about how you're kind of keeping to yourself. You're not telling everybody what is going on in your life, even though people around you are saying that they know that things, good and bad things are happening to you. A lot of people just kind of feel like you are a little more private with that than maybe usual. Some of you guys, this is something that's just definitely interesting because it came up twice now. We have Justification and we have the Justice in the reverse. I feel that some of you guys could have had a situation where maybe something was unjust, or you lost out on something. Some people are talking about how you lost a court case, or how somebody cheated on you or did something wrong to you. There's something here about not getting justice. Something didn't work out for you, but you made it work out somehow. Even though, like, say for instance, somebody could have stolen from you or done something that was just considered immoral or wrong, you still held your ground. Like, people are talking about how you still kept yourself together, even if, because I feel like for some of you guys, this could have even been, like, in a way, a public humiliation, and maybe you handled it better than what these people would have. And that's what they're saying is like, man, if I was pile number 1, I don't think I could have handled that situation as good as pile number 1 did. And a lot of people are saying that you seem to be doing good, even though there is like some kind of conflict in your life. There's definitely some kind of incident that maybe you're still dealing with. But whatever this was, a lot of people are saying that you handled it very well. And then you have a couple of people that I feel like are kind of mean about it, saying like, oh, well, she should have, or he should have seen it coming. Like, I could have told that a mile away. Like, some people are being a little mean, but most of the people are saying, I think that pile number 1 handled it very well. So there's something about that there. Let's kind of get more into this situation here. It's the gossip on my pile number 1. What's with that 8 of Cups? Yeah, see, this feels like a heartbreak that people are saying you're not over yet. People think that you are very, like, you're still in your mind about it, that you haven't fully processed it, whatever this was. And I guess for a lot of you, it could be this injustice that I'm picking up here. But pile number 1, a lot of people can tell you're still very heartbroken, or that you're not over the past, that you're not letting something go. And some people will say that maybe you don't talk about it very much, but they can still sense that there is this sense of sadness or aloneness that you feel. A lot of people are saying that you have options at this time, but perhaps you're not really looking at these options. Some people are some people are not really saying anything to you, but you may actually have people watching you that have crushes on you that could be listening in. So, like, there's somebody that has a crush on you, or this could be, it's almost like somebody had a crush on you, pile number 1, who is, I wouldn't say gossiping, but it's more like this person is observing. This is interesting. This person is observing other people talk about you. So this individual is gaining data about you, like who you are, and they're listening in saying like, oh, well, I heard pile number 1 got into a breakup or a divorce, or their relationship's not doing so well, or I heard pile number 1 got swindled out of their money in a business contract, or, there's something here where you guys there's gossip about some kind of misfortune you had. And for some of you guys, it feels like maybe potentially a relationship ending or something along those lines, because this feels like somebody who is actually interested in you. He's like this King of Swords, but I feel like this King of Swords is not saying anything. This person feels like, it's like this person sees you as a good option, something to choose. So a lot of you guys at this time, you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on getting your, it's almost like you're working on your mental health right now. And people might be noticing that about you, pile number 1. You're working on your mental health. You're trying not to stress so much. And as I say that, I see ease tension. So eases tension and promotes relaxation. The pumpkin spice. So it's like you guys are working on your anxieties. You're working on not stressing or worrying so much. And that is kind of the tea on you, pile number 1, because it's really attractive to see that you're trying to take good care of yourself. So some people are calling you selfish right now because they see that you're loving on yourself more. People say that you're lying about something, that you're still dealing with somebody maybe. But I am getting here that there are people around you that are lying about you, that are saying things that are not true about you in another connection or you in another situation. It's like, say this person cheats on you. There's going to be some people that might gossip like, oh, did you hear about pile number 1's partner cheating on them? And then they'll twist the truth a little bit to make it seem worse than it is, or to paint you in a certain light, or to make the situation seem, it's almost like you're dealing with somebody that does know you, in particular, pile number 1, who is a little bit of who just only talks about other people. This person rarely ever talks about themselves. They always talk about other people's business. Like, so if you went and hanged out with them, that's all you would do for hours, is just talk about other people. Like, this person is but it's like this person has a big mouth and they gossip a lot, but for some reason right now at this current same time, it's almost like you're kind of the target for this person, because it seems like this person views that your life is a little bit more, it's almost like to them, your life is more interesting. People are seeing you actually get out of a situation. Like I said, even though you've had misfortune, it's almost like you have savings, or there's something that you've worked on that's coming in that's going to benefit you, right? It's like it's going to warm your soul. It's going to make you feel better about yourself. And it's like that's the tea. It's like people are noticing how well you're doing and how you're handling yourself differently even. Maybe in the past you guys used to be like more of an emotional wreck, but now it's like you guys seem to have yourself together. Yeah, I see the Joker here. We're all mad here. It's almost like you guys are not playing by other people's rules anymore. Maybe you guys used to be the type of people that you used to kind of care how people think about you, what people thought, and your reputation. And after this happened, it was almost like you're just like, screw it. Like you're you're kind of just embracing yourself a little bit more, and that's very attractive right now. So a lot of people right now, when they're gossiping about you, the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. They're saying that you're in your power right now. You're standing firm. Whatever this was that could have humiliated you or taken you down, it didn't break you. It didn't take you anywhere that would have. It's almost like you kind of just, you saved yourself in a way, pile number one. You know, a situation could have destroyed you, but instead you didn't let it beat you down. You didn't let that define who you were. People was kind of expecting you to be humiliated and for you to kind of not show your face, or for you to not really, like, whatever this was, it's like people didn't expect you to speak up or just to be okay with whatever people said. You know, it's like, because this could have been like your official person, somebody that you were with, had a committed relationship with here. We also have Cupid Arrow. You know, a lot of people are obsessed with your love life right now. A lot of people are kind of asking others, like, what's going on? Because I think that whatever this situation was could have been a divorce or a breakup or some kind of love interest gone wrong, because people are really obsessed right now with who you're dating, who you're talking to, who you're with, what happened about you and this person. But yeah, something definitely that was not fair happened towards you. I feel like this could have, like I said, even bring down your reputation a little bit. This really was kind of like almost like a public humiliation. This just does feel like a lot of people know about this situation, even though I feel like maybe you guys are more of a private person. So maybe when this did happen, it became big gossip to people because they're like, oh, I never knew pile number one had this going on, because maybe you're just, a lot of people maybe didn't find you. Like, I feel like you guys are kind of the pile that keeps to themselves, so a lot of people maybe find you boring or find you not to really have a lot going on. So when they do end up hearing what's going on with you, it's almost like everybody is, like, obsessed and wants to know. Some of you guys, you could have even felt kind of imprisoned by this. A lot of people could have even said that, with this imprisonment card, a lot of people could have even said that maybe they felt like you were just stuck in life for a really long time, or that it almost felt like maybe nothing was happening for you. And all of a sudden, it's just like everything kind of comes out and people are talking about it. People are interested in it. We have here talking, interest, conversating more, awaiting message, arrives, text, call, email, and hoovering. Yeah, there are people that are really talking about you now. It's almost like your name is in a lot of people's mouths. A lot of people are really fixated on what is going on because, again, you were dealing with somebody who was kind of a snake. We have here competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So you guys could have dealt with just like an incident here where this person really could have dragged your name through the mud. Somebody here was really lying about you, and I think that's what the main gossip is. A lot of people are believing these lies, and the people that don't believe in the lies, either they're standing up for you or they just stay out of it because they're like, this is just gossip. I don't really care what's going on in so-and-so's life because I'm busy with my own life. So you have like a mixture of people that are aware of your tea, right? So some people don't care that you're going through it because they're focused on themselves. You have other people that that's all they live for is the gossip, is the tea. And those people are believing these lies. Those are the ones that are spreading the lies. They're the ones that are kind of keeping the illusionment going. And other people are just sad for you because they hear about what happened and they're just genuinely concerned for you. So you kind of have a mixture of different people that I would say are talking about you at this time. We also have here paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So some people are saying that after you left this person or after something bad, some kind of injustice that happened to you, you started to become a lot happier. You started to enjoy yourself more. I think some of you guys maybe even gone out on vacation more or just been out and doing things. And maybe at one point you were like maybe not doing as much. So people are gossiping about you because there's noticing that you are changing your behavior. You're changing the way that maybe you live your life even. It's almost like you just are learning to not really care so much. It's like you're just trying not to stress about the things that you can't control anymore. And so it's almost like this situation has kind of taught you to grow up in that way so that you're not just always worried about what other people are thinking of you. So we have here imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I feel like a lot of people right now are using their imagination because I just get the feeling too, pile number one, that perhaps you guys are just not really talking to people about this too. There's something about you guys always being a little private or being a little quiet. So people have to kind of just fill in the lines of what they believe happened or what the situation happened. Because maybe some people are only getting one side of the story. So people are getting one side of the story, and it's almost like they're imagining the other side of this story. So you're dealing with people that maybe are saying things that are not entirely true or entirely truthful because, again, they're just using their imagination. Another thing that's interesting too is some people think that you have like, oh, this person has unrealistic goals for themselves, or this person, they can't escape reality forever. Like some people think that maybe you're daydreaming too much or that you are not into reality as much because you seem to be doing better than what the situation is, if that makes sense. Like you look like and you act like you're doing okay, even though a lot of people would have been devastated if that happened to them. So it's almost like they're projecting onto you that you are almost disillusioned, when in actuality you are aware of the situation. You just know that there's nothing you can do about it. So you're just learning to cope with it and to deal with it in the way that you know how, and other people might be judging you for that. So we have here peace. A lot of people are also very surprised because you really care about your peace right now. After this incident happened, it really showed you a lot about different people and who some of these people are. So you just learned to distance yourself from the people that cause drama, from the people that do gossip, from the people that feed off of that negativity. And so now you're like, I'm going to want to be in peace right now, especially after this, whatever this incident was, whatever this situation was for you, pile number one. It could have left a dent in you. It could have really hurt you. So you withdrawing and you giving yourself that time to nourish yourself, to heal and to relax. I feel like a lot of people are seeing that. They're like, wow, this person is actually taking time out. It's like a lot of people are talking about your self-care because you're trying to be more in that peaceful state and you're not trying to join in or try to argue with people that are against you. You're just learning to find your own inner peace. A lot of people here too are talking about how you appear to be very empathetic. You seem to be like the type of person who you are, it's like you maybe perhaps you could have said or done things to defend yourself, but maybe perhaps you just let it go, or you just didn't want to continue to add to the drama because it's almost like you just are very empathetic enough that a lot of people notice that you would rather have peace than to have drama. Like you're not in it for the gossip, you're not in this for the attention, and a lot of people are seeing that. And a lot of people are acknowledging that. We have adversity. So a lot of people are thinking that, you have gone through a lot and you have came out on the other end looking great. A lot of people are talking about how whatever this justification was, whatever this negative thing that happened to you, wherever you were judged harshly or ridiculed or things were stolen from you, it's almost like it did you a favor, because it's like you're looking better, you're feeling better, and that's how people are seeing you. This is what the gossip is about you. People are saying that this situation almost did you, it's almost like it did you dirty, but somehow you flipped it and you made it work for you. So we have here perseverance. A lot of people are acknowledging how hard that you put your work into. Some of you guys, this was not an easy situation, and I feel like you have proven to people your dedication to yourself and to your own dreams and who you are, and how you were not going to stay in a situation that was treating you unfairly. So a lot of people are actually looking up to you, pile number one, and a lot of people are just kind of jealous or intimidated, and there are some of them that view this as an opportunity to attack you because you're more at a lower point in your life. And a lot of people thought that they had the right to talk a lot of lies and just, say things that maybe weren't true, because I feel like a lot of people around you were envious of you, pile number one. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And I feel like a lot of people felt like you had life easier, you had life better than them. And so there was a lot of projection, I think, in this pile. A lot of people that are gossiping and just spreading lies about you are the ones that are really just envious and jealous of you because they wish they had certain qualities that you have. So you're dealing with somebody here who is really insecure and really wanted to kind of bring you down. We also have here indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. Some people here are saying that you're indecisive about certain things, or that it took you way too long to get out of the situation, and that's why it was so bad, is because you were so indecisive. But you're dealing with people here that it's like even if you sneeze, they would find a way to get offended by that. Like, there are certain people in your life, or certain people that are spreading the tea around, that are saying things about you that is just not right or not fair, and it's only due to their jealous or envious side of themselves. Some of these people think that you have more things than they do, and they're just jealous of how people like you and not them. There's a lot of different types of insecurities, I think, that you bring out in other people. And so these are the people that are gossiping about you, the people that are spreading the tea, because they want other people to look at you in a negative light, because so many people look at you better. And because whatever this incident was that happened to you, it's almost like it made this person happy, because they're like, oh yeah, now I can really gossip and talk about pile number one. So it's like you guys are kind of like the celebrity in some people's lives right now, because you're just really living in their head rent free, and they just for some reason cannot keep your name out of their mouth. So that's what I have for my pile number ones. I hope that this resonated for you guys and helped you in some way. Have a great and wonderful day, pile number one. Thanks. Bye. All right, pile number two. Those of you guys who chose the green teak kombucha, this is going to be your guys' reading. So what is the tea on you? I'm going to shuffle some cards. All right, pile number two. Before we begin, I just want to say that do not shoot the messenger. I am just relaying whatever I am seeing. There's always going to be positive and negative things that people are going to say about you. And if something doesn't resonate for you, then just take it or leave it, right? Everybody is going to have a different situation. This is a general reading. So let's get into it. Pile number two. What is the tea? What is the gossip on you? A lot of people are talking about how you got into, some people are saying about some of the things that you said towards a person, or the things that you didn't say. I don't know. Personally, it feels like you said two things. There was an argument, something that broke out, and I think you or somebody could have said something, right, that was over the line, and I get the sense, too, that it kind of put a delay a stop to this connection or to moving forward or proceeding forward. Some of you guys, you feel kind of stuck in this situation. There was somebody here that it was kind of like my way or the highway, right? There was just definitely this sense of not fair frustration. You could have missed out on something. There was definitely where you felt like you had no power, no control over a situation. It's almost like that baby elephant here too, right? Where you get a baby elephant when it's young, and carnies do this all the time, where they would tie up the baby elephant on a big tree or tree trunk, and it can't rip it out. So the baby elephant learns that it's not powerful to do that. So when it becomes an adult, they'll tie that same tree or tree trunk, and now that the elephant is so much bigger, it could rip it out, but because it has a misbelief or a misconception that it still is not as powerful as that tree or tree trunk, that it can't pull it out of the ground, that it doesn't even try anymore. So that now this big animal is a captive by a small tree that it can easily rip out of the ground, but because it believes it can't, it never tries. So that's kind of the sense that I'm getting from you, pile number 2, is maybe that has been your whole life. I get the sense that this could be a mother figure that maybe gossips and talks a lot of trash about you. This definitely feels like some kind of wounded feminine energy that always is kind of exaggerates things, maybe makes things seem bigger than that they are, never allows you to be who you are. There is this sense of a little bit of controlling energy in this pile. So what's the tea as well is that, and this almost feels like one person that's really spreading these lies right now, pile number 2. This feels like a mother or a mother-in-law or somebody that you know of that they're angry with you because I think for some of you guys, to be kind of honest with you, pile number 2, I think this person's mad because you stood your ground on something. You said, you know what? No, this is unfair. I'm not doing this. This isn't happening. But this person's saying how you're making wrong choices. This person's saying that, you just think that you have your whole life figured out, or you just think you know who you are, but they know what's best for you. They know that whatever you think you're going to go towards is going to crumble, or it's not going to be like how you think it is. And I feel like, this person is talking about how you're acting like you're this page, right? You're starting off on something. For some of you guys, you're going down a new pathway. You're going down a new adventure that you've never been on. See, here we got that mature woman. Somebody here, you have a mother who's gossiping about you, who's spreading lies about you. She's saying that you're in a situation that's not right for you. She's saying that, you're acting too confident. You're acting like you know what you're doing, but you don't. This person's kind of belittling your choices and who you want to become. This person disapproves of the life that you're trying to live. This person thinks that this person's in a lot of thoughts about you. I'm also getting that this person's spreading a lot of lies. This feels more like a family thing, like you have like a mother that's telling all your siblings, telling everybody in your life, everybody that that this person is around, basically telling them everything that they think about this situation or their thoughts. You're dealing with somebody here who's a little intrusive. I also get the feeling that they maybe guilt trip you a lot. So let's do there, that 8 of Wands and that 2 of Wands. What is going on there? Because I feel like there is a lot of tension there. Yeah, this person did not like that you stood up for yourself. This person wants you to stay small. This individual, I think that they kind of almost, they almost like beat you into submission. It's like this person acts like they are above you. And so it's almost like they are condescending. They're very, I know what's best. you should listen to me. But this person's operating from a broken heart. This person has a lot of grief. So they're processing all of this loss in their life, and they're projecting all of their loss and lack onto you. So pile number 2, you're dealing with a controlling mother, you're dealing with a controlling family member, or a controlling partner. There's somebody in your life that is this mature woman that is just really trying to control you. This person even wants to like, they're like, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't understand what they're thinking. It's like this person can't process your thinking pattern as to why you want to go and do something else instead of what they want you to do. It's like this person can't fathom that you have your own life and that you have your own interests besides what they're interested in. And it's almost like this person, it just feels like this person's really codependent and toxic. Yeah, again, this person keeps saying something about you missing out on opportunities. They're like, oh, they're missing out on all these great opportunities. Like, they're acting like they know what's best for you, pile number 2. This is frustrating. For some of you guys here with that, supplies antioxidants to support overall health. Some of you guys, you are worried about your health, or that you want to get your health in check. And I think that's something that's on this pathway for you. I think some of you guys, you feel kind of sick, or you feel like you're tired. You just feel like you're not at where you want to be in life physically, right? And you're trying to make your way. You're doing what is best for you. And what's happening is this unbearing mother, or this unbearing situation, is just gossiping about you because you're going against what they think you should do. And so they're going around talking to everybody that will listen to them, basically. And it's almost like this person is almost smearing your name, like a smear campaign. This individual is saying, it's almost like they're just putting obstacles where there doesn't need to be any. They're causing conflict where there doesn't need to be conflict. You just want to live your own life, and this person just cannot accept that. And so I feel like this person is just, they're lying, they're deceiving, they are trying to paint themselves as this victim. This individual is acting like, you're unreasonable, you just won't work with them. You're just off trying to do what's best for you. You're so selfish. Oh my gosh, it's like I raised a selfish daughter or a son. You're really dealing with somebody here, especially at the bottom of the deck. Guilt, right? I release any belief that no longer assists my soul's growth. This person's mad, and I feel like they use a lot of guilt tripping. You're ending stuff, pile number 2. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. You are changing. You are moving. And I feel like this person, like I said, it's like my way or the highway. It's not suitable. It's not a good relationship. And if you're around somebody who's constantly putting you down, it's like this person also makes you miss out on opportunities that could be good for you. This person, it's almost like you walking away, this actually makes you feel better about yourself, because it's like this is the step towards healing, right? You letting this person go, it's almost like, in a way, like, I'm not saying you're letting them go necessarily physically, but you're no longer allowing this person's perspective or this person's like thoughts or opinions to distract you from what you need to do in your life. So it's like you're really standing up for yourself, and this person, they just don't like that. Yeah, they're lying about you. They're spreading lies about how you're not helping them. There's something about you're not doing enough, you're not helping them, and this person's really guilt tripping you. They're trying to make you feel bad for basically moving on with your life and changing. It's like this person, maybe they're in poor health, maybe they're not doing good, and that's maybe why we have the overall health here with that kabucha. I feel like you're dealing with somebody here who maybe their health is bad, and they're guilt tripping you. They're trying to get you to bend to their will, and you're just done with that. You're like, you know what? I've done that my whole life. I've done so much for you, and it's like enough is enough. It's almost like this person, enough is never enough. And it's like they always are changing their opinions. They're just this person that is a very negative person. I just feel very negative. And it's almost like you letting this person go. It's almost like dead weight to you. It's like, oh, your opinions don't matter anymore. I can shed that layer. It's like you feel better when you don't listen to this person, right? So maybe you have like low contact with them, or like I said, you're choosing yourself right now, pile number 2. And that's the gossip about you, is this person spreading lies about you, saying how selfish you are and how, you're not there for them when they need it. And, you're moving away, or you're doing this, or you're doing what's best for you, but it's really not best for you because they know what's right for you, right? So it's like you're dealing with somebody here that's just really, really codependent. We have here with the boat, receiving what you need, progress, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So you're just learning to move on. Some of you guys may never get closure from this type of person. This just feels like somebody who's very manipulative, who's always been kind of against you. This person maybe never wanted to see you succeed, and it's almost like you're just moving on from this, pile number 2. So good for you guys. Good for you from actually getting out of this and stepping out of this toxicity. And if you haven't, I feel like you guys are in that process, because again, this person is just causing unnecessary stress, unnecessary burdens. This person is lying to you. They're lying to others. This person stirs the pot, mind you. They just love to talk about other people. This person is really fixated on others and their lives. And this person has really been putting you down for a really long time, really stifling your growth and who you are as a person. And I think you have come to that realization of how much this person has really made you miss out on your life. So we have here sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Yeah, this person's focusing out on you. This person is gaslighting you. This person's saying, oh, I never said this, I never did that. Like, you're dealing with a really manipulative person. I just feel like you guys are aware of this now. This person is keeping tabs on you because they're obsessed with you basically living your own life. This person isn't living their life. They're not doing the things they want to do. They never got to do the stuff they wanted to do. Perhaps they blame you for that as well, saying, oh, I would have done this if I didn't have you, or if I didn't have this or that, I would have done that differently. It's like this person's jealous because they feel like you have better opportunities than them. They feel like you're living your life more than they got to. They feel like you just basically got everything and this person got nothing. And that's kind of how they're coming at the situation. So it's a very petty place that this person is coming from. This individual is a very jealous person, I feel like. We have here acts, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So some of you guys, you're leaving this person. And I feel like this person is making you feel bad too for leaving them. But you're also aware of like, no, I need to move on. This isn't healthy for me. This isn't good for me. I need to get out of this situation. So you guys are doing what's best for you. And this person is trying to make you feel guilty for doing what's right for you, for moving on and doing what is going to help you in the long run. Because I feel like this person, like I said, is very judgy. And it's kind of weird to think that it's what's the tea on you. It's kind of, I'm only really getting one person trying to slander you and trying to get other people to join in. And I feel like this person is, some people don't even want to talk to them anymore. And other people are just like, whatever, I'm cool with the gossip. Tell me more, But I just feel like this individual is just, they're feeding off of that right now. The attention that they're getting, it's almost like you're not giving them the attention that they need. So they're using you to get attention from others. We have here service. I feel good when I can help others. Some of you guys, you're on the process of figuring out some of you might actually be focusing on your career, or you're focusing on trying to better yourself so you can help other people. It's almost like you guys, this person does not, it's kind of weird. It's like this individual, they're a miserable person and they want you to stay with them in that misery, and to see you trying to get up and actually better yourself and to help other people, it makes this individual insecure. So they're angry at you because whatever this path is, whatever you want to go do, pile number 2, it is going to help other people down this path. And this individual, they don't want that for you. It's almost like they don't want you to have admiration. It's like this person doesn't want to see you succeed in life. They don't want you to surpass them. if that makes sense. Like, you can be successful so that they can brag about you, but you can't be too successful. You can't surpass their level of success, right? That's kind of how this person is viewing the situation. We have here death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. I get the sense that some of you guys could have literally cut this person off, and that is why they're just so angry right now that they're just venting to anyone that will listen. Or it's like you guys are just, it's almost like, again, there's something about this situation that has changed, this separation. There's something about this distance. There's something that is transcending. There is something that is changing in this connection and in this situation, because it was unbalanced and unfair for a very long time. This person could have really guilt-tripped you, really used a lot of things against you. And it's like, now you're like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm not dealing with that anymore. It's like you're just setting boundaries. And that's really what I'm getting with the death card. You're really setting boundaries with a certain person, and this individual is angry about it, and they just need to share their 2 cents with everybody that comes around. So we have here honesty. I think you guys are a very honest person, and this individual hates that, because remember, this person, they lie about a lot of people, and maybe you caught them in this lie. Maybe you I almost get the feeling too, you could have exposed this person. And maybe that could have been one of the arguments. And maybe that's why they're angry at you, is because it's like you have this firm honesty about yourself. You almost point out the injustices, and this person is angry about that. And they've always kind of hated you for that. So this is the type of person who's gossiping about you, the type of person who is that's spreading this tea about you. And this is interesting because it's almost like, instead of what's the tea on you, it's almost like I'm telling you what someone is saying about you, but it's like, it's almost like this is just a secret hater here. We have, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So this person's angry with you because you seem to have a lot more integrity than they do. So it's like this individual, they try to beat down your character. And I just get the feeling that some people around you, pile number 2, are just not buying this person's BS. There's a lot of people around you that actually think very highly of you. So it's like almost like this individual is kind of digging their own grave, essentially. And I think that in the long run, this individual is going to regret the things that they have said and the things that they have done, because I feel like it's really going to bite them in the butt. Because I just get the feeling it's almost like a full circle. This person's just kind of almost back themselves into a corner. So this individual is just really angry right now, and they're really just taking out that anger and frustration out on you in the situation. We have here worry. I'm learning that worrying doesn't change an outcome. So I think this person could have given, like, you know what it's like when you're around somebody who's always worrying? That starts to kind of get on you, right? Like, my mother would always worry so much, to the point where I ended up forming anxiety and my own worries. So it's like, even though I didn't have her in my life for years, I still catch myself constantly worrying. And I know that that was something that I inherited from her, because that's all she ever did was worry. So it's almost like that could be something too that maybe you guys are in the process of breaking. So it's like you're trying not to fixate. It's almost like you're telling yourself, okay, I need to be of service of others. I need to go out and do what I can do to help contribute, to actually do something with my life. But you're telling yourself, like, I can't stress about the things I can't change. And that is something that has been really hard for you to do. And I feel like you're actually breaking that chain of constantly worrying. And that's something that this individual is angry about as well, because it's almost like they can't guilt trip you anymore. They can't get you to doubt yourself as much anymore. It's like this person's feel like their gaslighting isn't working. It's like they can't trick you anymore. It's like their little tricks, their little games are not, it's like it just can't work for some reason. And it's because you guys have changed, and this person has not. They haven't changed the game, you did. You changed the game, and that's why they're so angry, and that's why they're spreading all of these lies, gossips, and just really trying to get other people to believe them. So we have here success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love, and I feel like a lot of you guys, you have a very big heart, and you have a lot of successful relationships, and this person does not have very many successful relationships. So they're angry with you because you're doing better than them. They're angry at you because you're actually forming better connections than they couldn't. So it's like this person is just really being very petty, being very angry, and really just talking trash about you. And a lot of people, like, this is making this person look bad, pile number 2. I just want you to know that whatever smear campaign or whoever is talking trash about you right now, it's really painting them in a very bad light. There are a lot of people, they've seen your integrity, they've seen you being really good to others, you've put yourself out there, you've helped other people, and it's like whatever this individual is saying, it's like the opposite of who you are, and a lot of people are seeing that, and a lot of people are picking up that this person is just being angry and jealous and petty and resentful. So a lot of people are looking at this person in a more negative light than you. And the ones that do look at you in a negative light, I just get the feeling that, maybe they were jealous, or maybe, again, they just misinterpreted a situation. Maybe they don't actually know you, and so they're just believing whatever this person's saying. And if so, those are the people that don't really matter anyways. So that's what I have for my pile number 2. I didn't expect this to just be about a mother figure or somebody else like that, but yeah, there is one person that is just obsessed with you right now and is just spreading the tea everywhere, and everyone's looking at this person like they're a wreck, that this person's a mess. So that's what I have for my pile number 2. I hope this resonates and helps you in some way. Have a great and wonderful day, pile number 2. Thank you. Bye. All right. Those of you that picked pile number 3, the vanilla peppermint, this is going to be your guys' reading. So what is the gossip? What's the tea on my group number 3? Who is talking about you guys? So I'm going to shuffle real quick, and then we'll get right into the reading. All right, pile number 3. Before I get into it, I just kind of wanted to say that this is a general reading, so please do not shoot the messenger. There will be positive and negative things. Keep in mind that not everything that I say is going to resonate for you. There is a lot of different other people that do watch these videos that it will resonate for. So take whatever resonates, leave the rest. Okay, just felt like I needed to say that. So let's get into it. Pile number 3. My goodness, you guys. Pile number 3. So the first pile, it was kind of like a couple of people, maybe like 5, 6, 7 people maybe max, that maybe were gossiping about them. The second pile, it was just like one person fixated on them. And with this pile, it feels like there is a lot of eyes on you. I don't know if you guys are in the public eye, like if this is like something you do for career, or just say you guys are just very well known. I don't know. But pile number 3, there are like several different people that are talking about you to other people. So let's get into it. Some people, what they are gossiping and what's the tea on you right now, pile number 3, is that you guys are releasing something. You're letting something go. It's almost like you guys have changed something in your life. And people are talking about this because it's almost like the way that you are coming across now, you are a lot smarter. There's something about you that seems more like intentional, more intuitive. So people are gossiping about you because they're noticing the way that you're acting, the way that you're behaving. There's something about your behavior, your attitude, your mood, the way that maybe it's almost like people can kind of get that high priestess sense from you, that changing energy that you have. There's something about you guys that people are gossiping because you have overcame something that was really hard to overcome, and people are like giving you props for that. There's a lot, okay, it's really weird. You have a lot of people. Personally, mostly everything that I am seeing here is very positive. But I do get a couple of negative things, but most of it is extremely positive. So I feel like you guys are around a lot of people that actually do love you, or at least talk pretty decent about you guys. Something did come to light though about somebody that lied to you, and I think this person really did. It's almost like this could have impacted yourself. This did take away a piece of who you felt you were. So whoever lied to you, whoever hurt you or betrayed you, I get the feeling they could have cheated or broke some kind of an agreement, and it's like you've had to detach yourself from this. So this could be like, maybe you were married, somebody cheated, and this really hurt you, really broke you, but you detached from it and you left the situation. Whatever this was, though, it was something, this just feels like somebody in your life that was a pillar in your life, somebody that was like somebody that you had as a foundation in your life. Some of you guys also could be moving too, due to this situation, whether this is like a breakup or, but I don't know, man, this is just something here where somebody lied to you, they betrayed you, they hurt your trust, they broke some kind of an agreement. And that is another thing that a lot of people are gossiping about. Now, there's a couple of people I feel like that are taking this emperor side, and there are a lot of people that are taking your side. This does feel like some people, for some of you guys, you might even say, what side? There's no side, but it's like a lot of people, they take sides. They talk about things like that. Like, you know, people do this. So some people are defending the emperor about whatever this is, and a lot of people are defending you. So does feel like there's some contrast here of whatever this was. But I get that for a lot of you guys, a lot of people are noticing that you're just looking straight ahead. You're not focusing on what other people are saying. It's almost like you are just saying, you know what, I'm going to move forward. I got to go. I got over these humps. I got over this issue. It's time to move on. It's like people are noticing that about you. And that is a huge gossip, because people are like, wow, pile number 3 is really trying to move on from whatever this emperor did to them. And I just kind of get the feeling for a lot of you guys, people are really seeing how stable you really are. You are that King of Pentacles. People are talking about your independence. So let's pull some cards here. People are talking about your independence and just you doing what's best for you. Another thing as well is some people are saying how maybe you even intuitively knew that this was coming. Like maybe you were talking to a friend and said, I have a feeling my husband or my boyfriend or whoever I'm with or like whatever's going on is cheating on me or is breaking some kind of legal contract with me at work. Like there is something about your intuition that you knew before it happened. And then some people are talking about that. They're like, pile number 3 was talking to me before this actually all got out of hand, and it like cat's out of the bag now. And we all know it's almost like pile number 3 knew before it even happened. How did that happen? So you're kind of like freaking people out a little bit on maybe the way that you knew certain things. People are seeing that you're a lot happier though. Now that, now that I think that you've worked through it, a lot of people do talk about how this did really affect you though. This could have caused deep depression, despair here. This definitely was not a easy situation. And I feel like people are talking about that as well. So a lot of people are saying that you don't know what you're talking about or that you don't know what's going on. Some people are saying that you're lacking clarity in this situation still. Some people are actually still saying that your heart's in a good place, but what you're thinking or what you're doing isn't right. A lot of people are judging your appearance right now. Some people are saying that you're actually looking a lot better after whatever this situation was. But a lot of people are noticing, again, there's something about your independence here. It's like you maybe at one point struggled to kind of get your own independence. And people are saying that, like, oh, this is just a show. Pile number 3 isn't really this independent. But you're actually starting to prove people wrong with your actions, your words, and the way that you are getting up and moving up in life. It's like you guys really are proving that you can handle yourself. You're mature. We have here mature woman. A lot of people, I don't know if you're a woman or a man, it doesn't matter, but people are saying that you're very mature in the way that you're reacting to this situation. Some of you guys could have been in a karmic situation here. We have feeling triggered, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So I feel like some of you guys, this emperor could have cheated, and maybe they regret them cheating. And maybe that's another thing that people are gossiping about, is that you don't forgive this person. I feel like this person could have lied to you, stolen from you, said a lot of terrible things, did a lot of terrible things, and you're not taking this person back. And that's another gossip. They're like, ooh, pile number 3, they're done for good. This person really messed up. It's like you're starting to kind of decide where you want to go in your life. Maybe at this moment you are kind of at this crossroads where you could go any direction. And that's other gossip, is like people are kind of curious to see what you are gonna do next, pile number 3. So you're just kind of like people are entertained by you. They feel like your situation is very interesting, and they're kind of indulging in that gossip a little bit here, pile number 3. You got some people that are like, they almost kind of, some people want to see you be taken down. Some people want to see you fail so that they can feel better about themselves. Like, they think almost like your failure would be like their victory in some way. I don't know why. You just have some people like that. And I think that you have multiple karmic relationships around you. You have more than one person that is angry at you. And I think it's just because, you know, I get this sense too that a lot of people don't like how you are, you're like this wild card. They can never really tell what you're going to do next. And also there's something about you guys that seems to steal the spotlight or steal attention away from them. And so the gossip is like, you're just this selfish, narcissistic, only care about yourself kind of a person. And that's kind of some of the things that I feel like some people are saying about you. And everybody else around you that are listening to these people, if they know these people, are like, really though? He or she is just doing their own thing. They're not, they're not doing anything wrong. They're doing great. Like, why are you bashing them? Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people are noticing that, and they're like, well, I don't see what pile number 3 is doing is wrong. I feel kind of bad for them, or I wish that this didn't happen to them. And it's almost like other people are saying like, well, you were the main reason why this happened, why the emperor did what they did. It's almost like some people are defending this emperor, and they're the ones talking trash about you. So I don't know if this was a relationship. Something definitely ended here, but it's like, some people feel like if they can, it's almost like there's just certain people that are really trying to ruin your reputation. And I feel like you guys are keeping your balance. You're keeping yourself looking good. You're helping other people too. And I feel like you're forming your own little community. And this is kind of pissing some of these people off because they feel like, people love you. Pile number 3. You have like people that do love you, and these people that are really gossiping about you, they just feel like it's not fair. So sometimes these people, they sit and they watch and they wait. They wait for their opportunity to kind of like jump at you too. It's like, what's pile number 3 going to say or do that I can just like attack them on? And people notice that. And people are like, some people try to keep their distance from people like that. So we have here despair. These people are saying how you're actually way more sad than you lead on. You know, you're just pretending to be happy. You're just pretending life is great. And it's like that's kind of how some of these people are treating you. It's like, this person really hasn't moved on. This person really hasn't changed. You know, that 3 to a 2, that equals a 5. It's like, this person really hasn't changed. They're not doing anything with their life. But that's kind of a lie here. People are in their head about you. A lot of people are kind of coming up to conclusions about you, of who they think you are. It's like they painted you out to be a certain way, but you're not matching that. So some people are like, wait a minute, that doesn't match up, that doesn't add up. And other people are just clinging on to it because they don't care if it's true or not. They just want to hate you. You know what I mean? So it's like some people are doing the math in their head and saying, this doesn't sound like pile number 3. I don't believe this person. I don't trust this person. I think this person's lying, or I just don't really care. And then you have a couple of people that are like, I don't care if it's true or like right or wrong. I hate pile number 3 because I think that for some of you guys could even be actually kind of attractive. Like, this isn't necessarily showing up in the cards, but I do get this feeling that the reason why some people really hate you is because they feel like you steal the spotlight. With that Thief card, people feel like so this is what I'm getting with the Thief card, okay, you guys? You are like the type of person that when you walk into a room, you change the energy in a room. So if somebody, like, say for instance, like if people are talking to somebody, maybe they had the center of attention, they had the spotlight, and then when you came in, it's almost like all eyes went to you, the energy shifted, everything changed, and this person feels like you're this thief of like attention. And another person, they feel like you have more money than them, and they feel like because you have more money than them, then they have less money, and that makes them feel like it makes them feel in lack, that makes them feel worthless, that makes them feel like that money is a sense of value and worth, so they almost equate that to themselves, so they feel almost inadequate being around you, so that instead of saying, you know, how can I make more money, how can I stay in my own lane, how can I get myself to a place where I want to be, they would rather divert their attention towards you and say, well, you're stealing all the money, you're stealing all the resources, you're taking this, you're doing that, and they just would rather hate. So you're dealing with people that project onto you this part of you that's not really true. I feel like you guys are really giving and caring people, but the gossip is like, you're just this thief, you're just this person that takes, and takes, even though everyone else around you sees you as this abundant, loving, generous, caring person. But because this other individual feels so threatened, feels that you are taking their spotlight, you're taking some kind of shine away from them, they get very angry with you. And that's really what I'm getting here, pile number 3. So yeah, you're dealing with a lot of insecure people. And you're dealing with, like, again, there's some kind of situation here where somebody broke an agreement or cheated on you or lied to you or stole something from you and is now trying to act like the victim, or is now trying to get other people to attack you. Or it's almost just like there is this gossip centered around some kind of emperor that did you wrong in some way. So we have here clock. Need time, take time, in time, cycle, time to heal, and progress. So some of you guys, you have actually took some time out to heal. And you know what? This is kind of like the gossip as well as... Oh my goodness, you guys, I am losing my voice. I feel like some people don't like to... it's almost like some people don't want you to ever know what they're saying about you. So it's like they try to keep it on the down low. Oh my goodness. But I do get this sense that some of you guys, you know, you took this time out to heal. Maybe you did pull away for a little bit. And that was another thing that a lot of people are saying is like, you know, what's pile number 2 up to? And people are really interested in to know what you're doing. And it's just because you have all these people around you that it's like they see that you're happy. They see that you're being grateful. Pile number 3, and they don't understand why. Why are you so happy? Why are you so grateful? You know, how are you getting opportunities that they're not getting? And it's like these people are so fixated on you that they're missing out on their own opportunities. So it's like you're really teaching them to try and just stay in their own lane. And then the ones that do love you and appreciate you and adore you, it's almost like these people that are spreading gossip about you or talking about you are angry because they're like, well, why are they so obsessed with pile number 3? Pile number 3 is not even that great. And it's like, because you're actually a loving, generous, caring person, but because they are just, you trigger them in some way, they just feel like they need to take that out on you. And so when they see that you take that time for yourself, they see that you're a little bit more gentle on yourself. They're not like that with themselves. So they get kind of angry when they see that happening because they kind of just get this feeling like, well, who does pile number 3 think they are that they can just take time to heal or to process certain things? It's like they kind of almost get mad at you for healing, for doing your inner work, you know, for trying to live a better life, because it's like they're not doing that in themselves. So we have your engagement ring. Some of you guys can be engaged. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe you were engaged to someone, they cheated, or something happened, you had to break it off. I'm just getting a sense that somebody did somebody wrong, but for some of you guys, it's almost like, say this was in the past, people are talking about that. Like I remember when pile number 3 got cheated on, and now they're engaged to so-and-so, did you hear? It's like that kind of a vibe, you know? You guys are finding somebody that, and this is like the gossip, is if you found somebody, pile number 3, you know, this person could be proposing to you, this person, you two could be engaged or getting married, but it's almost something about this where people are talking about your relationships, they're talking about the status of your relationship, more or less, and these people are like really interested, and I feel like a lot of these people are not even in your life anymore. That's the crazy thing, pile number 3. Some of these people that are talking trash, they're not even in your life anymore. It's like they have to hear things through the grapevine before they can even gossip about you. But because you're just like it's like some of these people, they really like you, but it's like love and hate are kind of that fine line, and it's like these people's love kind of turned into hate, but it's only because they wished that they could be you in some way, or that they feel like you're better than them in some way. It's like these people get things in their head and they just lie here. We have the golden mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. So, you know, like I said, people are talking about how they felt like you're very self-absorbed, and that is interesting because it kind of comes back to that thief card, you guys, when they were saying how you're just kind of like, oh, everything's about you. You just steal the spotlight. You're just this, you're just that. But it's like these people are self-absorbed, but they focus so much on you that they're not actually doing their own inner work. So it's just like they're projecting onto you things that they do, and they get angry at you for being yourself, basically, and they feel like that they're not enough, so they have to project onto you what they think you are. And so that's kind of what I'm getting here. We have the sword and the rose: clarity, truth, revolution, solitary force, honor, protection, and power. Then we have here hammer and hand of cards: sabotage, rebuilding, integration, repetitive, persistent, working on, taking a chance, risk, being strategic, open, not showing hand, gambling. Exactly. These people do not know what you're up to. They do not know what you are saying or how, like, what's going on with you. And that's the thing too. It's like these people, they're trying to gain these clarities, they're trying to gain these insights about you, and these feel like people from the past. They're really fixated on you, they're really gossiping about you. This could even been like if you came from a small town, a lot of people from your small town, your name is in their mouths, they're always talking about you, they're always wondering what you're up to. And it's like there's something about you guys you're very strategic on how you want your life to go. And I feel like people are saying, you know, you're very persistent. persistent on a dream. There's some kind of dream that you're doing that you're very persistent on, and you're not talking about it as much. And you're taking options, you're taking risks. People are noticing you changing things up in your life. And people are like, wow, whatever happened to pile number 3? It's like you're becoming more bold with your life. We have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So a lot of people around you are loving your energy right now. They like to be around you, and it's almost like you're just kind of this life of the party, pile number 3. You're really glowing. And that's kind of the gossip, is a lot of people are saying how a lot of people find you very attractive. A lot of people like your being around you. A lot of people think you're funny. We have here friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So some people think that, you're in their life for a reason, and other people too that are talking bad about you. They're talking about your friends group and how they're like, oh, your friend group are a bunch of posers, or it's almost like they're making fun of your friend group now, but this could have been like an old friend group, right? So it's almost like people are kind of making fun of you or making fun of your friends, or, or they're just jealous because you have a lot of friends, or because it's easier for you to make friends. Like, maybe say you don't have very many friends, but everywhere you go, wherever this person's around, they see that's easier for you to talk to people. Like, you could just make a bunch of friends if you wanted to, and that makes them kind of jealous. We have here acceptance. I am learning to accept things that I cannot change. You guys are accepting things in your life, and this person has a really hard time accepting things in their life, and so it's like they are jealous because people are noticing that you're accepting things and you're moving on, and you're not letting the past stop you. You're not letting the past define who you are, and that's making a lot of people around you very jealous. We have here envy. I am the same as everybody with different challenges. A lot of people, they're very envious of you at this time. They feel like it's unfair that you have what you have. Some people are jealous about your connection. Some people are jealous because you seem happier, you seem grateful. And again, you guys, there's something about you forming your own identity, your own opinion. You guys are starting to become a lot more independent. Maybe you're making more money than most people, and they're noticing that. And so a lot of people are just jealous of the things you have. They feel like your life is a lot easier. A lot of these people think that, you like your looks. They're like, man, I wish I looked like pile number 3. So it's like you just have a lot of people jealous of you for different reasons. We have here death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. And then we have here forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I feel like you guys are just not allowing, and this is what I mean. I don't think you guys are necessarily against forgiving whoever this emperor was that hurt you. But what I'm really getting here, pile number 3, is that you guys are, the reason I say that I feel like the forgiveness is in the reverse is because maybe perhaps you're learning to let go and accept the ending and the death of this situation in the past, or even in the present. You're accepting it, but you're no longer allowing this person into your life, or you're no longer allowing this person to do the things that they did to you. And so that's why some people are saying you don't forgive them, because you're not talking about them, or you're not letting them back into your life. And that for some reason means that you forgive them, right? Like, you have to let someone back in. That's a very warped way of seeing forgiveness. And I feel like you have people around you that see forgiveness kind of in that way, that if in order for you to forgive them truly, then you should allow them back into your life, instead of, you saying, I forgive you, but you're not allowed in my life anymore. Like, there's a boundary. Some people think forgiveness means there's no boundaries, which is just completely ridiculous. But that is what I have for you guys. I hope that this resonates, pile number 3. But I feel like you guys have a lot of people that love you, and the people that are jealous or envious of you hate that a lot of people love you. They hate that you have a stronger friendships, networks. They don't like that you maybe are like, you're in a good relationship. There's different things that a lot of people are jealous about when it comes to you, pile number 3. And I feel like there's several different people that are gossiping and talking, spreading tea about you. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. So I hope this helps. Have a great and wonderful day, pile number 3. Thank you. Bye.